Previously.
Have you realised something?
Yeah, both got horns.
Well done. That's a nice sword you have there, cleaver thing.
Yes. I'll admit, you appear a lot more civilised than a lot of the other like demon lords we've had the pleasure of meeting in the past.
I would like you all to roll initiative.
System error. Alignment. Unknown.
$22.
22 for Pepper.
21.
21, lovely. And finally, Tullia.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20. Lovely.
Lovely.
As you say, you're much more civilised. You see the eyes, which were just a black, piercing kind of ball in this. The eyes the face is a goatish kind of feature with a large kind of beard sweeping down across his chest. However, the moment you say you look more civilised, the eyes just blare red, and he dives forward, swinging his. It's just doink. Swinging his sword down. He can jump. Yep, he can jump. He lands about here and slams the hammer, the sword down into the ground in front of you, Jingar. However, not actually hitting you, slamming it down into the ground, and basically looks up at you, and you hear in your head again, "Say it one more time." We come to the top of the round with Pepper.
Really super lovely cleaver.
Well, it's called the Heart Cleaver.
Heart cleaver. What? Isn't that a wonderful name? Okay. Again, I think. Right. Yeah. Fuck it. Right. I'm gonna do again the sunburst.
Sunburst, go for it.
So can I get a con throw from you?
Con save from him. Cool. He has advantage. That is 34 as a con save.
Somehow I think he's okay, but I will need
So you, kind of panicking, just start gesturing quickly,
What are you doing?
fling the sunbeam up at him, and it just kind of dissipates against his beard.
Oh, 2. There we go. 2. There you go. Got it. Okay, so 2.
Ooh, it's Scrabble words you're playing now.
There you go. So that was 2, 6, 11, 16. Oh, fuck my life. 21, 24, 26, 27, that's 33, 38, 30, oh balls, 38 plus 6,
44.
44,
49.
49, half of 49, that is 24.
24 points of damage, lovely.
Radiant.
24 radiant. So again, it slams into the side of his beard, but it just dissipates. It kind of leaves a slight singeing sensation against his beard, but he just kind of grins and then lifts the cleaver in a kind of very working man's fashion, just lands on his shoulder and puts up a finger. Here's 1.
Can I run sideways, please?
If you'd like to run sideways, go for it.
Away or towards?
Away!
Crab panic.
So running towards this large table that's in the room. You can get under the table there, about 10 feet off the ground, so you managed to get under
15, 20. Bye, guys.
So you're currently under the table, just hiding there.
When the going gets hard, the ducks come to the table.
We come to Jingar.
Cool. I'm just going to get mine out. It's a pretty nice weapon you get, but mine's got a bear carved into it. I'm not going to run full on into a demon. I think I am.
So you take the bear maul, you just kind of weigh it in your hands carefully, in for a penny, and just run.
There are worse ways to go. First attack.
Go for it.
Oh, fuck me. Unnatural 20.
You swing and it just misses by inches.
Yeah.
It swings past and he just looks down at you and you see him raise a second finger. 2.
Third go. Oh, fuck me. 19.
19. Again, the swing comes past and he just He looks down at you.
Oh no, no, sorry, fuck, it was 21 the first one because I got luck.
21 unfortunately still doesn't hit.
Damn it! Oh my
Just
tits.
looks down at you. Free. Anything else for you?
Let me quickly check how soiled my trousers are.
Let's hope he can't count to 4.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, great. I'll do. I'm gonna stand there like. Oh, I have been perpetually raging this whole time as well.
Oh, so bonus action rage, so that's fine.
Yeah, because I'll say bonus action rage now.
Yeah, that's cool. So you not hitting with those 2 swings, just immediately start getting angry with yourself, and just you can feel the anger rising off you. We come to Tullia.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 40. Do I want to go down the other side? Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40.
Yep, so you running into the middle of the room,
Yeah.
kind of keeping away from him, knowing what he's like.
This is probably ill-advised.
Go for it. You're going to do what I think you're going to do.
Hopefully. I'm going to try and do Assassin's Missile.
Go for it.
The confidence in your voice. Okay, I'm going to use my stroke of luck.
That makes it a 20.
That makes it a 20.
So is that 20 altogether?
No, it is 22.
22 just hits. Roll for damage. And he is currently, let me just double check this.
You've got sneak attack as well.
No, this causes sneak
No,
attack.
so on my next one, I'll
that's
get
what the
it.
entire round was about.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm flustered.
Flustered and busted.
So that's 2 poison damage.
As it just lands into him, he looks at you and goes, 4.
Shit, he can't.
And you see it does no damage whatsoever.
Alright, now I'm gonna use my actual attack, because that was a
Bonus action,
yeah.
yep.
Okay, I'm going to attack with my short bow.
Go for it.
The DM's got a little smile on, and Tullia is just face palmed.
Okay, so
Go
that would
on.
be... That's 17.
17 unfortunately misses. You fire and it just swings through what you thought would be body, and actually just excess hair on the side of his arm.
He's got a fluffy arm.
Anything else for you?
How embarrassing for you.
Anything else for you?
No.
Yep. Is that you?
That is all I'm going to do.
That's all you're going to do. Okay,
Shit.
so for the beginning of the Baphomet, or Baphomet's turn, he is going to...
Choke to death. Just...
He looks down to you, Jingar,
Yep.
and just places his finger very gently on your head.
Oh,
You
dear.
disappear out of existence from the room, and you come to in what you can appear to see a corridor made of stone. There seems to be 3 exits in front of you and 2 exits behind you.
Oh, I can't even do my reaction. I was like, I'm gonna get an extra melee. No.
You are currently no longer in the room, so for you two, you see him just pop his finger on top of Jingar's head, and then Jingar just disappears. He's going to use his bonus action. No, he can't. Don't listen to
Just
me.
sit
Actually, wait.
and think about what he just...
No, he can't do it. That's fine. We can't. He's going to. Oh, that could be fun.
What attack's that? It's actually Leigh. But...
Yes, it's Shillelagh, but for demons. He is going to charge towards. Oh, it's alright. He can't do it. That's his turn.
Yeah!
Come back to the top of the round with Pepper.
You're welcome.
Okay, in which case I would like to summon Bigsby's hand again.
Okay, so you summon Bigby's hand. Where's my Bigby's hand?
There
There
we
it is. Where you place him, so it appears just a couple of feet ahead of the Baphomet.
He's gonna shifty forward and make a melee What's it? Millie's.
Punching hand?
Yeah, clenched fist.
Clenched fist,
There
go for it.
we
Roll for
go.
attack.
Right, so that was...
So this big purple hand just appears out of nowhere and just swings for a punch.
24.
24 just hits. Roll for damage.
Oh. In which case, I'm going to make a very quick use of my over channel. And what's 4 times 8?
32.
32. That'll be 32 force damage, please.
32 force damage. Lovely. Let me just check something here.
Oh, I hate fighting demons.
No, 32 force damage he takes. So it just cracks him in the jaw, and you just see him shake for a second and look down at the hand. That's your turn? Or anything else?
I think I might just stay where I am.
No, that's fine. With that happening, we come to Jingar. You are currently in some sort of corridor with 3 exits in front of you, 2 exits behind you. What would you like to do?
I was very looking forward to killing something. So there's 3 in front of me, 2 behind.
Yep.
I'm not even going to think. I'm just going to run and try and barge my way through the middle door.
Cool. Could you make an intelligence check, please?
No. Ooh, 4.
4. Now you run down the corridor, and it just opens again into another fork of like 5 different exits. And we come to Tullia.
I'm gonna try the same thing again.
So you're going to Assassin's Missile, roll for attack.
No.
No?
That's
So you
a
hit the-
solid 10.
Hit the gauntlet, it fires off and again just against the side.
Okay. Okay.
It's really good music.
Just a
Yeah.
sad single note, is it? Just
Kevin
dancing.
MacLeod.
Okay, right,
Legend.
I'm just gonna fucking short bow him.
Short bow, go for attack. Hey!
Natural 20. Thank shit!
Roll for damage.
Just
4.
Does Bixby's
So
hand
that's
count
4.
as someone within 5 foot?
And then
Technically no.
Damn it! That knackers all of my plans!
You're not even in the room.
I know, but I can still plan.
That's what his plans are for.
so that would be 8 with my braces of archery, and then an extra 17 piercing.
17 piercing damage. As you fire up into his chest, it kind of scrapes across and then lands limp on the floor, but you see just a light scratch across his chest. Anything else for you?
I should probably move.
Probably.
Yep, I'm moving across.
So you run across the room trying to get out of the way of him.
Yep,
Um,
that's it.
cool.
That's it, bitch.
So we come to Baphomet again, who is going to
Oh, sorry, that was 17, wasn't it?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Bigby's hand gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh, thank you very much. In which case, I'm
Knock off plopper pooper pee.
No,
that's
no,
it.
fails.
No?
No.
Hooray!
Skip it up, beat up. Oh, he's cracking his
You
knuckles.
know, if we die, do we get to ask you how do you want to do this?
Definitely.
It's alright, I have got he has got like a little column that just says kills as well. I put that in on purpose. I'm taking.
Right, cool. Cool. So you run across the room, however, the Baphomet just runs after you whilst you do it. He charges forth and is going to attack you with a gore attack.
Oh.
Damn you,
That's
Al.
a 7 plus 17. 24 to hit. Does it hit?
Oh, it's, I think. Yeah, no, it fucking hits.
Plus 17.
It's 2d10 plus 2, but because of the charge feature, he does an extra 4d10. Could you make a strength saving throw for me, please? 1, 2, 3,
Natural 20.
Natural 20. What's that with the modifier on top?
22.
22.
Is it
You
strength,
are
sorry?
yes.
Yeah.
You are pushed across the room. Up to 10 feet away, and you are knocked prone against the wall. So he rams into you. You get in cocky, go kind of ready yourself, and he just slams into you. You are pushed across the room, hit the wall, and land like limp against the wall. You take
Fuck me, that was a lot of dice.
5, 11,
Would I
20,
be able to
29.
half the damage?
Yeah, it's one of your feats.
That's
29, 37. You take 37 plus 10, so 47 points of piercing damage as he just rams into you. The antler or the horns just coming out of his side just clips you in the side and breaks
I've got,
against your side.
immunity to Baphomet.
Were you there when the van came round as well?
Yeah.
Sorry, something I haven't done. You did damage to him earlier. He has to do a concentration check. What was it? Was how much damage did you do?
17.
17. So it would be half of that is so it would be DC 10, which he passes. So you're currently still in the maze. Unfortunately, Jingar, we come to Pepper.
So, right, well, I'll scooch forward slightly, and then I'm going to very carefully
Poking
shoot.
your head around the side of the table leg.
It was oddly harmonic.
Thank you. This doesn't happen often. I'd like to try and hit him with a firebolt.
Go for it. Go for attack.
18?
18 misses, you fling it, but just as he ducks down to swing into Tullia, the bolt goes over him.
God damn it. In which case, I'm going to run after him. Bum, bum, bum.
So Bigby's hand chases after him across the room. You're going to try grapple him?
Yeah.
Okay then.
So it's contested strength checks, was it, or athletics?
I think it's my strength against your athletics.
Okay, that's fine. That is 21.
26.
26. He's currently grappled, so the hand just
nice.
grapples around him. Anything else for you?
I step to the side over the steaming pile I've just made. There we go, because he's just very
Hiding back
scary.
behind the tree, the table leg. We come back to Jingar. Would you like to...
So there's 5 doors in front.
There's 5 doors in front of you.
I'm going to keep up exactly the same policy and
Go
just
for
run
it.
for
Make
the
an
middle one.
intelligence check.
8.
8. Unfortunately, you just charge through the door, and this time you find yourself in the same kind of chamber where there's like 6 doors around you again, but unfortunately there's nothing to, making the map on the side for him. You find yourself in a chamber with 6 doors around you, just coming out the one behind you. That is your turn. We come to Tullia.
Okay. Right.
So you're currently
Do this.
prone on the floor.
Well, I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
Go for it. So you get up, taking half of your speed to get up.
So far so good.
Oh man, that's a lot of speed. I'm gonna give magic. No. Do I want to do that? No, I'm not even gonna bother because I would have advantage on him, wouldn't I? Am I right?
Yeah, he's grappled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some short bowing. Pew pew pew. What?
Go for it.
Okay. That is 22.
22
You've got
just
advan-
hits.
You've got advantage as well.
You've got advantage if you want to try and get natural 20, but
No.
22 just hits.
Alright. Let's do this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes?
Mhm.
Yes, that's fine. See, I can roll things. Maybe not well, but it's fine. Okay, so that is. Did I just move?
No.
That's fine, keep going.
5, 10, 15, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, plus, then it's my plus 2, so 31, and then 40 piercing damage.
40 piercing damage.
Yes, please.
Lovely. So you just, it's alright, I was just thinking, sorry a second, and I realised I've got it wrong. So you fire the arrow, just scrapes across his chest. Again, this time it actually embeds in one of his pectorals. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm going to use my Southern Strike. And... Oh, okay. Cool. This attack can benefit from your sneak attack even if you've already used it this turn. Oh, but I can't use the same target. Damn it! But I'm still going to hit him again.
That was a roller coaster of emotions.
Am I 23?
23 just hits.
A much less impressive 13.
13 points of damage.
Yeah. What did I do before?
So,
It was 17 before.
there's 40 was the damage you told me the last one.
Yeah.
So it'd be altogether in that round,
Okay.
you've done both with melee weapons, so you gain the health, not with ranged weapons. So you don't get any from the gauntlets at this point.
Okay, fine.
Cool. We're going to the Baphomet, who is going to try break out of Bigby's hand.
Does he have to
Do
do
you
a
want me to
save?
roll a strength or?
He took
That's
damage.
what he's meant to do.
Oh, sorry. Yes, he does. So that would be the first one would be 20 to pass. It's a natural 19 with. I'm glad you reminded me. I'm getting terrible with this. 28, 27.
It's only because it affects me.
No, it's fine. The second one is 22, so he passes both.
Cool.
Sorry, he's got to do a contested strength check against yours. Could you roll strength for me?
Natural 20
Natural
plus
20.
8.
Natural 20 plus 10. So he wins.
Fuck!
Bigby's hand just breaks as it pushes it back.
Well,
He
damn
is
it.
going to use his action to dispel magic against you for Bigby's hand. What level did you cast Bigby's hand, please?
That was level 5.
Level 5. Okay, you need to roll ability check using your spellcasting ability. So D20 add your spellcasting ability.
Do I get advantage on that as well?
Nope.
No, okay. So that is for spellcasting.
It's a check, not a
Ability.
save.
That's fine. So that's my intelligence, which is plus 3. So that is 15.
15. Bigby's hand disappears out of the screen
Turns into a bee.
Big B.
as it disappears. However, that is his action. We come to the top of the round with Pepper.
Big.
You know what? Fuck it. I am going to cast Otterluke's Freezing Sphere, please.
Yep. How does that work?
That is one action, range of 300 feet,
Yep.
instant. Cold energy streaks from your hand to a space of your choice, creating a 60-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
That's the room.
Is it?
The room
Okay,
is yeah.
cool. Each creature in the area must make a con throw or take 10d6 cold damage, half on a success.
So can I have a con save from you and
But I can sculpt the spell so it doesn't affect me or anybody I like.
okay, no, that's fine.
That's pretty badass.
That's all right. You want a
Until
con
you
save
come back into the
from
room.
Baphomet?
Comes back and dies.
Would you like me to roll my d6s?
How is it 10?
2 seconds. So that's 19 plus 15, so 20, 34.
He wins, but he still gets half the damage. So what have I got? Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4,
What damage is this?
5, 6 cold.
Oh, that's fine. It's not. He's only resistant. Only
No,
resistant. Not
only
immune.
resistant. Only resistant. It's fine.
If you'd have made a roll all the dice and told
Alright.
you were immune.
It's fine.
Here's what you could have won.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 20, 24, 30, so that's 15 cold
Which he
damage.
halves because he's resistant, so he takes 7 points of cold damage. Is the ball just it just disappears afterwards?
Well,
Because if
that's
it's
it.
an
Yes,
instant,
yeah, 'cause it's instant.
Okay, cool. Is that your turn? Anything else? As you made the smear, it just snaps and he kind of giggles as this light breeze goes over him.
I'd like to back further underneath.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, we need to make a con save for him, which he passes. You're still in the cage. It would be Jingar's turn, but he's going to use one of his legendary actions to to do charge action. He can use twice. He moves twice up to twice his speed, and then makes a gore action. He comes this way and charges underneath the table. That is a gore action against you. 27 to hit.
So close.
You take 18, 20, 28, 20, 34, 36 points, 46 points of slashing damage as he just swings under and grapples you with his, not grapple, just scrapes you with his antler.
Is it magical?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 46, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
All weapon attacks are magical with his creation.
Bastard. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That brings us to Jingar. Jingar, you're in the centre of a room with 5 of the doors to take. Intelligence check on what you want to do.
I would like to see if I can just sense the saddest door.
Go for it.
And then just run at that door.
Make an intelligence check.
7.
7. You hear it, you feel the calling of the wood, and you run at it, and again, you're in another chamber with another 5 doors around you to choose from.
Does anyone mind awfully if I just quietly say, fuck it?
We come to the end of Jingar's turn. We come to Tullia, however, 10 seconds.
Don't say however. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
He is going to spend his last legendary action to attack you, Pepper, again, though he can't do his gore attack.
Oh, no.
He's going to do his heart cleaver attack.
Ah.
Pig.
That is 35 to hit.
Yes.
Lovely!
Debatable.
So, you take heart cleavers, those ones. You take 2, 4, 8, 10. You take 20 points of piercing damage as the blade just follows under the table afterwards. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I've got advantage on that, don't I?
Yep.
You rolled worse.
What did you roll?
I've got
A 9.
9.
9. You managed to just jump out from underneath the table as the heart cleaver just swings under and takes out all the legs of the table, however, causing the table to crash down, but you just managed to jump out of it. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it clips your leg just as you get out, however. And that brings us to Tullia.
I'm gonna assassin missile. Hopefully.
Go for it.
Hopefully.
Roll for attack.
No, 12.
12, unfortunately, again, sails across the room, just hits the wall above him.
Okay. One advantage.
He technically has someone 5 feet, within 5 feet of him.
Yay. Oh, so it would.
Although she's technically, not in... Although you'd attack from, the melee sides of it, she's currently within 5 feet of him. So you have 5 foot... So you'd have you'd have sneak attack if you ran at him and attacked him or used...
I would have to swap my weapon out.
Or is it sneak attack with a ranged attack as well? I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
So if you hit him with your thing, you'd get sneak attack. I
I have to be close up though, don't I?
Range attack. It's ranged. You
Oh,
hit
it's
it
because
with
my
range.
brain's going.
No,
like,
you have someone within 5 feet, so he's technically
Yeah, that's fine.
distracted.
Is that what you're thinking of? You're thinking, I need to be within 5 foot.
I need to be able to. Yeah. No. Okay. Let's give it a go.
Roll for damage.
Oh no.
Roll for damage. You won't have sneak attack because technically it's not
Good.
hitting an enemy.
Oh god, no, it is D6, isn't it? Sorry, 16.
16.
Oh no, 14.
You take 14 points of piercing damage as an arrow just hits you as you land.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, my turn has been rather fruitful.
Finished?
Yeah, it might just move though.
Go for it. So you taking aim, the arrow sails across and hits Pepper just inside as she lands out from underneath the table. You running across the room to try to get a better angle in the middle of the room. Anything else?
I'm just gonna shout, sorry! Might be.
Yeah, finished?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. We come to
Shit.
we come to Baphomet.
Oh, he just smiled and snorted.
He is going to use his multi-attack. He is going to swing. He also gains his legendary attacks back. He is going to swing his heart cleaver at you, Pepper. That is 23 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 4, 10, 12, 14. You take 24 slashing damage as he swings down. As he does that, then he also bites down towards you. That is 23 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 19 points of piercing damage. And finally, he is going to gore you. That is 21 to hit. That is 20 points of piercing damage.
You know what? I'm not even going to try and total that up. Let's just say I'm KO right now.
She's sleepy.
Yeah.
You are unconscious.
I go for a snooze.
How many hit points did you have beforehand?
I had my max.
She had enough, so it was the last attack that knocked her out.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just double checking. So, because obviously, if he hits you whilst you're knocked out, it's an automatic crit, and therefore you lose 2.
Yeah. No.
However, that is his turn. We come back to Pepper. Can I have your first saving throw, please?
So a saving throw.
First
Oh,
dex
sorry,
saving
God.
throw.
I was just sat there. I was just like,
No, that's fine.
Unless they're poking you, like, what? It's not. What are you doing?
Come to first dex saving throw. Remember, you have a +2 because of the Achilles necklace.
Oh, that doesn't really help me. It's 6.
6. You fail your first death saving throw.
Ah,
If he fucking hits me.
squish.
We come to the end of Pepper's round. He is going to use his action to. He's used his legendary action to cast. To use charge again. He runs. Well, he'd get that because he uses double his speed.
And
He
he's
charges at you.
fucking huge.
That's a 12. So that is 29 to hit. Lovely. I can't remember numbers. That's 7 plus 6, so that is 13, 23 points of piercing damage as he runs at you and just charges into you.
So that's half of that.
For your thing, yeah, that's fine.
How much was that? Sorry.
That was
23 to
23,
11.
yeah. So 11.
You cock.
Yeah.
We come back to Jingar. Jingar, you are currently in another room.
Saddest door wins. Changing the dice.
Ooh.
Intelligence check.
19! Let me guess, still fails.
Let me just double check.
Otherwise, I literally can't escape this room.
What was it?
19.
You charge through the door and you appear
Yay!
just at the
Smash it.
just into the room.
Finally, you
However,
shit.
it took your action to solve the maze to get out of it.
That's fine, it can take my action.
You have a bonus action and anything else you'd like to do.
5 foot of...
Yeah. There's a lot
And
of
I'd say
beers
that your
struggling.
rage ran out because you haven't taken or given damage during the last 2
I
rounds.
have
you've got permanent rage, sorry.
Persistent rage, yeah.
No, I get you.
So I'm still a little bit angry.
No, that's cool. I imagine you're even more angry right now.
Okay.
Oh, how tall is this fucker, by the way?
He's about 18 foot tall. He is a huge creature.
I'm going to run and try and jump on his back and grapple him.
Go for it. I would say give me
smart.
an athletics check with disadvantage,
Oh, that's good.
which would be a single roll, sorry, because you have advantage on strength checks.
Oh,
'cause
that's fine.
you're,
That's the first one then. So that is 20... Was it athletics?
Yeah.
23.
You manage to just grapple around his neck. You swing the bear maul round and you just pull as hard as you can on his neck. You hear the kind of... as it basically starts to choke him. Somehow managing to... wait a minute, actually. Sorry, let me just double check this. Kev, you know.
Don't take this away from him.
No, it's fine. He isn't immune to it. So you grapple him and he just chokes out as you start to do that. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. He is going to use his, at the end of your turn before Tullia goes, he is going to use his last legendary action of this round to swing his heart cleaver at you. He has disadvantage because he's currently restrained. With a 5 makes it 23 to hit.
Sorry, what?
Swinging for you, Tullia.
Sorry.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It's lovely. You take 46. You take 1, 4, 6, 20 points of 20 points of slashing damage as he just careers the sword towards you.
Can I use a reaction? Because whenever a creature within 5 foot makes attack at someone else, and then whenever I'm grappling someone, I get advantage on the roll.
Yep, so what are you doing to do? Are you trying to hit him?
Yeah.
Because you will lose grapple because you're using the weapon to grapple him.
Can I try and headbutt him?
You can indeed. Roll, I'd say it'd be a strength check, this one. So
With
you have
advantage?
advantage, yeah. I mean, he's restrained anyway, so...
That was 28, yeah, 28.
28 hits, roll for damage. It'll be, let's go, do 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Take that, you fuck, 7.
And plus your rage bonus, because you're
7, 11.
11 points.
Take that, you shit. Nut him.
So you just nut him in the back of the head.
Between the horns.
Between the horns.
I'm not going to twat my head on a horn.
We come to Tullia. What do you want to do?
I'm going to dash over to Pepper.
Okay, he will get an attack of opportunity on you, but she has disadvantage on because he's still restrained.
Oh, wait.
And you haven't hit him yet.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm going to risk it.
Yep. $21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Ooh, close.
Fuck.
Sorry.
32 points of slashing damage as it just careers the sword again, swinging it across you.
16. Okay.
So you're running towards... you use your bonus action to dash
Yeah.
over to her.
I'm going to give you my remaining superior potion thing.
So roll the healing. So you come back to life. It's Tullia who has to roll it.
Oh, crap. Do you want any D4?
Yeah, just for brevity. 1, 2, 3, hang on. 6. Okay, cool.
You
So many tiny
get down,
triangles.
you get down, you have to put your short bow away to do it, you start to feed
That's fine.
the potion.
Because then I can pop out my other one. Not a lot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15.
15 altogether.
23 plus
23.
3.
Yeah.
23. Thank you very, very much.
Lovely. We come to Baphomet, who is going to, as he's currently restrained, is going. You start to hear the chest start to heave, and you hear the chuckle as he goes, "Didn't I teach you once already?" and brings his arm back behind you and casts Maze again, and you disappear back into that same room.
I nutted him, I don't care. I don't care what happened, I nutted him.
And you're back in the maze.
Oh, every turn it's gonna happen. Because I can't attack range.
You come back to the top of the round with no, actually, he's going to move. Now he has 0 speed, so fuck it. We'll come back to the top of the round with Pepper. You're currently healed back up. You're lying on the floor next to Tullia. What would you like to do?
I stand up, move
Stand up, half your
slightly
speed.
to the side.
Kids feel later.
Start.
Yeah, I give you a nice wink as I go. And you know what? He's always had. I don't really have anything to lose. I'm going to use Meteor Storm.
Go for it. How does Meteor Storm work?
So,
Angrily.
blazing orbs of fire plummet down to 4 points you can see in range. Each creature in a 40-foot sphere must make a dex throw or take 20d6 fire damage.
Where's your sphere
And
starting?
20d6 bludgeoning.
So, where are your points that are going to hit? Because 40 feet around those points are going to have to take
It's the whole room.
the whole room. So, where
Is
4
that
points?
radius, you say?
Which 4 points are you making? Because essentially there's 4 points in this area that you're going to make it to.
You know what? If it's 4 points, I'll go around him. So, do you want me to mark out on here?
Yeah, please mark out where you want them to hit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Again, shaping the spell. So it won't hit me or Tullia. Have you got it there?
Yeah, we're going to say, well, you create pockets relative to sphere. You cast an evocation spell. Is it an evocation spell?
Yes, yeah.
You can choose plus choose succeed on any saving throws and take no damage if they normally take half on a successful save. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you two are currently like in a very small ball, as essentially he needs to throw 4 saving throws.
Okay.
Cool. So what are the saving throws you need?
Dex.
Dex. That is 14.
So that's 1.
1 fail or pass?
That's 1 fail.
No, it isn't, because he chooses his legendary action to his legendary resistance to pass the save instead. That is 32.
Okay, so that's another success.
No, you can still choose to pass on that one. We get, like, you know...
We'll waste them.
Wind those down.
Sorry, it wouldn't be 32, it'd be 28, sorry.
Oh no,
I'm reading the wrong number.
You still pass.
That is 27.
Passes.
And that is 20.
Passes.
So he's used one of his legendary resistances, but takes half damage on each of these things. So you have... Go on.
Okay, oh fuck my life, right. I need
bludgeoning
everybody's
and
D6.
fire.
How many do you need?
20.
I have 5 for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you need more?
No, that should do for the moment, so I'll do...
That's 10 then.
Fuck, I can't even put one... 2 hands! Right, okay. Fuck off. Oh,
So
sorry.
which one's your bludgeoning and which one's your fire? Or is this all in one?
It's 20d6 fire, 20d6 bludgeoning.
Okay, do your fire for me first, because obviously he's going to need to do 2 constitute. Well, he's going to have to do 4 for each of these, because obviously you're rolling.
Oh god, this is a lot of maths. Right, 3, 4,
I think that's how the spell
We can
works.
edit this out.
Yeah, 6,
No, I want
9, 10,
All the
15,
gritty
16, 22,
Number counting.
26, 30, 34,
That's
30.
10 dice.
It's 20d.
I thought you were doing 10 dice of 1 and 10 dice of
No,
2.
it's
20.
Oh, it's really... Oh, fuck. That's a lot. 32.
32, thank you. I was just like, I'm going to murder you. Right, 32. 37, 38, 38 plus 6.
It's 44.
44, 40. Oh shit, that was 5.
Oh wait, no, he's only affected once, so he'll only take 1 round of this damage.
Oh, thank God.
So the 4
45, 48,
only affect once.
48, 49. 54, 55, 59. Fire damage.
59 fire damage, which he succeeded, so he takes half of. So 25, 29, he has fire resistance. So 29 halved is 14. He takes 14 points of fire damage as the meteors crash into the floor. And what's your bludgeoning damage?
This is probably one of the best things I've seen.
Right, okay, so that's 5, 9, 10, 13, 14, 18, 20, 21, 23, 26, 29, 31, 35, 41, 44, 46, 50, no, 46,
52.
52, 52, 56, 50, 60, 64, 64 bludgeoning.
64 bludgeoning,
So
which
Leigh.
we pass, so half, so 64,
32.
32. He has to make a dexterity saving throw, which he half of
16.
16, so he passes that one as well. You're still in the maze. However, whilst this is happening, I'd like each of you to make dexterity saving throws.
One second. Slightly better. I've got 13.
17.
17. As the floor corrupts and destroys itself through the meteors hitting the floor, it crumbles and opens up to the layer below. Who got... you got... What was it? Sorry?
I got 13.
13. You take 6, 12, 13 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on your ass.
Okay.
You take, you and Baphomet take
Can I use my winged
6.
boots at the very last moment?
Nope, because you wouldn't know
That's
those already. So you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Classic me.
So, that's Pepper's turn. As you land, also you land prone because you failed the pass.
okay.
Pepper, you land prone now. Tullia, you land on your feet, and Baphomet lands on his feet. Essentially the same sort of structure. However, this time there's nothing in the room. It's just a large circular room. He needs to do a dexterity, constitution save to see if he holds the spell for Maisie. He passes. So we come to Jingar's room. What would you like to do, Jingar?
Do you know what? I'm gonna go on a bit of a limb here and just run at the happiest door.
Go for it. Roll for an intelligence check to see if you break it.
9.
9. Unfortunately, you run through the door, and there's now essentially a corridor with 10 doors along the wall.
Oh shit.
We come
Draw more
to,
doors.
You don't have to. Tullia, we come to you.
Each of those are gone.
Actually, wait, no. He's going to use his legendary action to do a charge attack. He runs at you. That is 19, so 20, 36 to hit.
Yeah, I suppose that would hit, yeah.
That is, you take Tullia. I need 2 more. 1 and 2. 8, 18, 19, 22, 32, 42 points of piercing damage as he charges into you and basically skewers you with his antler. Could you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Sorry. Maths in.
That's fine.
What now?
Strength saving throw.
But that's one of my worst. Shit. 14.
14. You are launched backwards into Pepper, both of you moving 5 feet
Hooray!
backwards, and both of you are now currently prone. You were already prone.
Yeah.
No, you were already prone, so you're still in space. You fall backwards and land behind her on the floor, prone as well. We come to Tullia.
I get up.
Yep, it's half your speed to get up.
My speed.
You're currently in a very darkened room. Have you got dark vision, just so I can check?
I do.
Does anyone not have dark vision? Just
Just checking. I'm on half elf. Yes, I've got dark vision.
You've got dark vision.
I don't.
You're
but I'm
currently
not in the
fine.
room,
You're not
so
in that room yet.
I'm happy.
No, that's fine.
I am going to dash so that I get some full movement. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So just run away! And then I'm going to try and shoot him.
Go for it. Roll for attack.
No, 16.
16 unfortunately doesn't hit. Maybe it's just the fact that you've been dropped into the room and it's completely thrown you off, but he's literally, you've landed into this dark room, thrown off, disorientated, and then he's just smacked you in with his antler. He unfortunately has thrown you off. He is going to use his action then to he's using his legendary action to gore Pepper. He has advantage because you're currently prone.
Yeah.
So that's 18 plus 17. I'm going to say
Yeah.
hits. He only gets 2d10 because he hasn't had to move. Though he rolls a 10 and an 8, so 18, 28 points of piercing damage as he gores into you.
Do you want to know something interesting?
Go on.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Yep.
Lovely. It then comes to his round. He is going to move his speed up to here. He's going to attack you, Tullia. That is first with his heart cleaver. That is 31 to hit.
Yep.
That's 2, 3, 13, 23 points of slashing damage as he drags the blade across you. He then tries to bite you.
Sorry, math. No.
Hmm?
11? Yeah.
Yeah. He then tries to bite you, which is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh no.
That is 8, 13, 23 points of piercing damage as he bites you, and finally he's going to gore you.
Nom, 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 nom.
That's a 7, so that's 20, 24
Yeah,
to
it
hit.
hits, okay.
That is 24 points of piercing damage. He gains his legendary reactions back. No, his legendary actions back. And that is his round. It comes back to Pepper. I need your first death saving throw. +2.
That is... Oh, shit me sideways. 16.
16 altogether. Your first success.
Yay!
We come to Jingar.
Shit her sideways. Yep.
Intelligence check to get out of this maze.
Oh, I
10
should've
doors,
done
you
that.
say?
10 doors. Whatever you like.
Eeny, meeny, miny. That one. 8.
Hey, you run into the door and you basically find the room that you find. You know what? Fuck it. This is gonna be nasty. You find a room which is currently slowly rocking back and forth, and there is a Tabaxi Ranger lying on a table in the room. There are 3 more doors.
Oh, get fucked.
This DM's a prick. We come back
I
to.
just wanted to spend a nice evening with my friends.
We come back to Tullia. However, before that, he's going to use his legendary action to do a gore attack. That is 22 points of slashing piercing damage as he grinds into your side with his antlers once
Sorry,
more.
how much?
22.
Why am I this group of Wheaton?
22, if you're halving it, would be 11.
It's
So-
just like brains just
48 is what you're left on.
yeah.
Don't worry, I'm paying attention. It comes to your turn.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I would like to cast darkness on his weapon.
Darkness on his weapon. How does darkness work?
Okay, so
Let's check how this works.
magical darkness presents from a point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. The darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through this, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Okay. So you cast it. So how much is the range of his weapon? Sorry.
Sorry, 15-foot radius.
15-foot radius. So essentially, anything around him for 3 squares
Yeah.
can't be seen, including you, because you're currently in the darkness with him. Then, however, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So you use your, is it an action to do that or a bonus action?
It's an action.
So you use your action. You cast darkness. There's just a ball of black smog just fills the area around you, completely soaking whatever you can see. You can't see where Baphomet is, and he for all you know, can't see you. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes. Am I prone?
You are currently standing.
Oh, that's fine. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50. Okay, I'm gonna move over there.
He gets an attack of opportunity as you leave.
Okay.
That hits.
Oh, so many
2,
dice.
4, 6, 7, 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so the halved is...
17, 8.
Okay, I would like to make a ranged attack at him, short bow.
Did you say it was an action to cast darkness?
Oh shit, of course it was.
So, with that being done, it comes to Baphomet's turn, who is going to... Wait a minute. No, he's already used his legendary action, so he gains his legendary actions back. He is going to use his charge feature to run at you. So the black smog just starts running at you. You start to get the sense that he has some sort of thing that sees through magical darkness.
It's like being attacked by the ghost creature from Lost.
I've checked it. True vision, true
That's
sight
fine.
can see through darkness. He has true sight.
That's pissing annoying.
He's a fucking god or a demigod. What do you expect? He's going to roll for attack. That hits.
Yeah.
I'm just getting to the point now. Unless he rolls a natural 1, he hits.
Has he rolled a natural one? Could he roll a natural
He
one?
could if I rolled a natural 1. 9, 10,
It's worth a go on it.
11, 13, 16. You take 26 points of piercing damage as he charges towards you and uses his gore action. He then uses his half cleaver that hits. That is 4, 8, 14, 17, 27 points of slashing damage, which halved. Sorry, 27 halved. So what's half of your hit points?
14.
14, yes.
No, 13.
13, sorry, yeah, 13. And then finally he's going to go for a bite. That hits. You take 5, 10, 20 points. So 10 points of... you take 10 points of piercing damage
I'm out.
as he just bites into you. That brings us to the top of the round. Pepper, I'd like your second death saving throw.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, you come to with one hit point. He currently has you currently have 1 hit point and you're prone, but you're back essentially.
That's fine.
Guess who's
Do I
back?
get an action to?
No, because it was your action to do a death save.
That's fine.
we
It is
come
your
to
action to live.
Jingar.
19!
19, you run through and you charge into essentially a darkened room.
How's it been, guys?
You're lucky I haven't been a dick and gone. You've returned to where you were because you then dropped.
Oh, I
So
can't
you
see
come
shit.
into a room. There's complete darkness. You can't see anything.
You had glowy gauntlets. Are they still glowing? Fuck.
They were only glowing because they were next to the Raven Queen's Raven. It was responding to the necrotic damage or the necrotic magic. What would you like to do?
This is smelly and I hate it.
So can I see anything at all?
You
or
can't
is
see
it a
anything.
disadvantage? Alright.
So if you attack anything-
It is. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna,
currently in magic darkness as well. So essentially, you're in a darkened room.
I'm going to be sensible and just move away from where I last saw him, which was there.
Okay.
So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and just
So you back
Try and
off into
flank
the
to the
darkness,
wall.
find the wall, and just basically flank with the wall.
and just
With the bear maul in front of you as a shield.
yeah.
Lovely. We come to Tullia.
I can't
First
see
death saving
shit.
throw, please. 11. One successful. We come to Baphomet, who is going to see that.
Go on, go on.
He uses his charge before his action to run at you. Wait, why am I rolling? 2. That hits. You take Master Jingar. You take 10, 20,
250.
29, 33, 39, 49 points of piercing damage as he just charges into you. He then comes.
24.
He's then going to come to his.
Can I make a retaliation attack?
You can indeed.
24, that's 11, sweet.
You can't currently see him, so it would be a disadvantage.
Sorry.
Actually, no, you've passed out, so the spell is
Yay!
dissipated, so you can't see him because of darkness. So,
so it was
disadvantage.
24.
24. So that still hits. Roll for damage.
9, 16, 28.
28.
28 bludgeoning.
28 bludgeoning, lovely. So you're just swinging through to see whatever you can hit. You just manage to clip him on the side as his antler comes back up. He's then going to use his multi-attack on you. That's a natural 20.
Oh, it's alright, it's alright. My armour, adamantine armour negates that.
Are you wearing the adamantine armour?
Yeah,
lovely.
that's why my AC isn't like 22.
That's fine. That is, so you take 9, 12, 15, so you took 25 points of slashing damage as he swings the heart cleaver at you. He then goes for a bite.
So that's fine. Yep.
That hits. Wait, sorry, actually I'll double check with you. That is natural 20. Or unnatural 20.
Yeah, that hits, yeah, just hits.
Just hit. So if he gets a... No, it's literally a 1 that will miss for you.
Come on, 1! You can do it! We all believe in you.
So that's 13, 23 points of piercing damage. 23 points. Yeah, 23 points of piercing damage. And then finally the bite, which is 2d8 and hits.
That's quite nice.
That is 10, 20 points of piercing damage, sorry.
Do you 2d8?
A 2d8, yeah. 2d8
Oh,
bite.
it's a plus.
Yeah, no,
Plus
I was
10.
like, what?
I was like trying to work out maths. I was like, I think I was 20 million. Obviously, yeah.
He comes back to the top of the round with Pepper.
60 health points in a fucking turn.
Am I prone still?
You're currently prone, yes. You're lying on the floor, just come back with 1 hit point.
Cool. I stand up. I summon Big Ski's hand.
Cool, where are you summoning him?
I'm gonna summon him. Yeah. And
Lovely,
then
so you
he's-
bring him just behind Baphomet as you can see him.
Yeah, and then I obviously move there again, and I'm gonna grapple the bastard, please.
Okay, strength saves.
Oh fuck.
27.
It was maybe just about 11.
11. You see him just swat the hand from behind him as it tries to grab him. He just swats. Basically, just all energies focused on Jingar right now, but he just manages to swat out of the way before it manages to grab him. Anything else for you?
No.
Okay, we come to... he's going to take his legendary action to swing at you with his heart cleaver. That hits.
Me, sorry.
Yes, sorry, Jingar.
Oh, yeah, cool.
That is 9, 11, 14, 24 points of slashing damage as he swings the sword at you. But however, it does now come to your turn.
Well, I'm going to use my retaliation first for this
Yeah,
round.
go for it.
To swing at him. Oh, fuck, that means that's 23.
Just hits.
Fuck me.
Roll for damage.
17, 29.
29 points of damage, lovely.
I would like to frenzy attack.
So 3 swings at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
It's advantage on attack, isn't it?
It's not an advantage on attack, no. You still have
it's 3 swings. Smashing.
3 swings. You have
fine.
disadvantage on on all of them because it's dark and you can't see him.
He's literally right in front of me.
However, it's still dark. You can't.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, because dark vision you can see in dim light for 30 feet, so it'd be like this point. There's no light whatsoever. You're literally just seeing every now and then it coming through the darkness.
Oh, that bodes well. So that one's up and failed.
What's the
Second attack.
number?
Oh, it was 17.
17. Okay.
Unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
And 30.
30. That last one hits. Roll for damage. So the 30 hits.
Yeah, sorry, for some reason my brain went 4, 7, 19.
19 points of bludgeoning. Lovely.
Puppy power. Yep, no,
Yep.
that's... yes.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Lovely. We come to... Now he's going to use his second one to swing for you with his heart cleaver. That hits. 10, 15, 18, 28 points of slash damage.
14.
14, yeah. That brings us to Tullia. Second death saving throw, please. Fail.
Yeah.
We come to Baphomet, who is going
Oh
to...
shit, still his go! God damn it!
Gets his he returns to his things. He is going to... This could be fun.
If he fucking touches
We've
me.
got this right.
No, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to use his multi-attack on you again. So first attack, that hits. That is 2d. So that's 16 points of piercing damage.
8.
Second attack hits. 3, 6,
Sounds gonna haunt my
9,
dreams.
13,
Just wake
23 points of slashing damage.
12.
And that final one hits. That is 17 points of piercing damage.
So that's 8, so that's...
We come back to Pepper. Pepper, what would you like to do?
Right, I was shifty sideways, so I've got a line of sight on him theoretically.
With dark vision, you just about see him, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, no, you'd see in dim light, so you can see the shape of him, but you can't see his actual physical. You can see that's him, because obviously it's a fuck-off big creature.
My
But
hand
it's
shimmers
all
as well.
outline.
Bixby shimmers.
Oh, if you're... Sorry, you will now... Your next attacks will be without advantage. Then.
That is fine.
Without disadvantage. That's fine. If it's shimmering, then you can see him perfectly.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Right, so he's shimmering. I would like to do a firebolt attack just to see what happens. That is not looking good. That is 21.
21 just misses.
21, 21.
In which case, never mind.
Yep.
And I'm going to
Actually,
go...
roll damage anyway.
Alright, okay. What's the damage again? So that's 4d10. Shit, what's
Stop trying to destroy my sausage life.
So that is 3, 13... Oh, hello.
1.
1, yep, that's 1. And then, so that's 13, 14, plus 8.
22.
22.
Bigby's hand takes 22
fire.
points of fire damage as the ball just slams into the back of the hand.
Oops.
You just see from this position, Jingar, you just look up and you just see the outline of it just flare and then come back.
More light.
This massive raging creature above you.
Okie dokie. And then with my bonus, I'm going to try and hit him with
Go for
Bigby's hand. No, I don't. I do not hit him.
Nope.
Nope.
Lovely.
No.
Oh, hi, Mark.
On his before it goes to Jingar's turn, he's going to swing with his sword. That hits. That is 4, 8, 10, 15, 25 points of slashing damage.
So that's 12.
Come to Jingar.
Grand. So I'm just gonna twat him with the bear maul.
Go for it.
26.
26
and I'll
hits.
do the second one as well. 26 and 29.
Both hit. Roll for damage.
So that is, oh fuck me, 8, 10. So that is 22.
22.
And 20. So 42 in total.
20. Lovely. Anything else you'd like to do?
I would quite like, because I can see the outline of his head.
Yep.
I just want to just maintain a good, strong, healthy eye contact
That's fine.
so we can build a rapport.
That's fine. Just checking, because when you go into a frenzied rage, don't you get the
one?
free...
It's one. No, because it's for 1 turn. I think. Let me check.
One turn, so each round you'd get it.
When you frenzy, avoiding a single melee attack bonus each turn to the rage
Yeah.
ends. Oh,
So
fuck
you've
me.
got another attack.
23.
23 hits, roll for damage.
5, 11, 23.
Jingar,
Yeah.
how do you want to do this?
Fuck you, you twat!
He's literally got 23 hit points. And so I was like, do you have one more attack?
Oh my god! Right, okay.
Make a death saving throw whilst this is happening.
Oh.
Oh god, you haven't had
Make
me.
one more. Just, how do you want to do this? Your description? Lovely, thank you.
What a shame. I've made eye contact. I've weighted them all.
Yeah.
I really hate those horns. I want to like kind of jump at full stretch with them all at full stretch, and I'm just going to see if I can just hit one into his head.
So you
Just like a unicorn running too hard into a wall. I want to just force the horn into the skull.
as the firebolt hits Bigby's hand and it just lights him up, you just take 2 swings at his ankles, dropping him to his knees. You then just jump using his lower abdomen for a plant. Just jump up, swing the hammer, smack it, and you just hear the crunching as the antler follows through with the maul and just crunches through his skull as he drops dead to the floor. Does anyone have any potions?
Yeah.
Does anyone go to try to heal Tullia?
I can't see shit.
You can't see. You go to heal Tullia.
Yeah.
Lovely. So
Can I?
no, that's fine.
Yep.
This is now going to be the wrap up because obviously
Can I
we've finished.
touch the body and use
You
that
may.
sword?
You may indeed search the body. Roll an investigate. No, I'm
Just
joking.
to clarify, Baphomet's body.
Yeah.
You find on it. You immediately just take it. There is the heart cleaver, which I will give you the information of technically
Jesus.
if you ever use this creature again. However, as a wrap up, because obviously there's no more to do on this one. Just before you see actually Tullia, just before as you see all this happening, you're kind of watching from the floor, and you see the Raven Queen appear above you. And she leans down to you and holds her hand out, and then, as she places her hand on your face, you feel that it's actually Pepper feeding you a health potion. And there's this moment where there's both of them stood there, and you hear, "You will be next," and then you're back into life. As each of you,
Can I shout? Has anybody got any light? I can't see fuck all.
as each of you prepare yourself to get back to the material plane in any way you know how, in any plans, you each return into essentially the victory day of the Forgotten Realms. It turns out that only 2 of the Demon Lords survived the ambush of the Abyssal Demise. Lulf and Orcus were the only 2 to manage to survive the Demogorgon grassed. Baphomet, obviously, and Jubilex were all slaughtered by the rear guard as you guys took out the main head. And that is where the world is going to be picked up in the new game. Is there anything? I'll ask this because we've never got a chance to do this yet. Is there anything that you want your guys to do in the last days, because the game is going to be set 200 years in the future when all of you will be dead? How do you want your characters to live out their lives?
I'm also saying I took one of the horns and
Yep.
I hollowed it out, and I'm going to use that as a drinking vessel and just sit in the corner of a quiet tavern, making friends, chatting, going on that date, classic, and just happily whiling away the time, just in the city, the town, just not drinking himself to death, but very close to it.
So as we follow the last narrative struggles of Jingar, you are known throughout the realm as the Barbarian kind of prophet almost. You're nearly a god-like entity for barbarians who want to have a role model. Your bear maul that you created yourself is now known as a legendary item throughout the world, and people who have become barbarians have tried to search for it after your death. And also the tavern that sits somewhere unknown, known as Baphomet's Horn, is just sat somewhere in the world waiting for you to find it as you pass out the last of your days in just a blissful peace. For Pepper, how would you like Pepper to...
Pepper decides that maybe, judging by the streaks down their legs, that maybe the active adventuring life is not for them. However, whatever is going on between them, they decide that maybe the next best thing to make sure their survival is to just train up the next few generations, and they create their own little adventure school.
Is there any place specifically you'd choose for him or her to do that, sorry?
Cambridge.
There is a Cambridge somewhere, I'm sure.
Is there a hole in this
If
universe?
there's not anywhere you want specifically, I have an idea which you might enjoy.
That's cool, I'll go with your idea. But yeah, they set up the school and they start raising the next generation of adventurers.
We'll come back to your thing in a second then.
Cool.
And finally, Tullia, is there anything that you'd like to do in the last of your days? Industrious Ferret.
Jaunty, isn't it?
Industrious Ferret by Kevin MacLeod. What a lovely piece
What
of
a
music.
lovely guy. What a guy. I would... Tullia would like to go and try and find the Raven Queen again, and that area with the ravens. And I'm going to discard my glass cannon gauntlets.
Okay. So you taking the leave of the Core of Tyr, go off on your own, and essentially you basically set up a life in this in the Shadowglade, which essentially is a very livable place. It's not actually anywhere that would harm you or anything like that. It's a very nice kind of forever night forest. You set up a small home in the underneath the table. You basically make a building out of the table, and on your deathbed, the Raven Queen approaches you as you die, and essentially, I don't want to know the answer on the podcast, but you are offered to be the next champion of the Raven Queen in your death, leaving the glass cannon gauntlets somewhere else in the world for someone else to find. And so, as the sun sets on a lovely adventure, the last person that we see in the narrative is Pepper, setting up a small adventurers guild in the small frontier village of Red Larch, which is somewhere set in the Deseret Valley. It's basically just northeast of Waterdeep. It's just south of Longsaddle and Fandolin, for you guys who all know where those are. And you set up a small adventurers guild where essentially young people come along to try learn the trade, and they come and get quests from you. You essentially have like a message board that you normally post every job on. You kind of set up this idea of adventuring levels, and you have this whole thing of, this is for a level 1 adventuring group, this is for a level 2. What would you like that place to be called? Pepper...
Pick Ogbuff Keep.
Ogbuff Keep. So Ogbuff Keep in the heart of Red Larch. And it's near the end of your life that you see these 3, possibly 4 people enter the room. There's the Sun Elf, who seems to have this arcane spring to him that you can notice. And there's this roguish creature that kind of just hides behind him. You can't really see much from the hood. And essentially they ask you, have you heard any information about the about the missing dignitaries that were travelling from Mirabar to Waterdeep. And that's where we'll pick up our main podcast. Because that's the start of the podcast. Thank you very much, guys, for playing. That was awesome.
No, it's fantastic.
That was insane.
I like level 20.
I like
never
level
go back to
20
anything
fighting.
else.
Thank you for listening to the Alignment Unknown podcast. The players were Adam Unwin as Jingar, Kirsty Mealing as Tullia, and Kyra Leigh as Pepper. DM'd by Steve Archer. All background music was performed by Kevin MacLeod, licensed under the Creative Commons by Attributions 3.0 license. For more information on this, go to creativecommons.org/licenses/by/3.0. You can find more of Kevin's music at incompetech.com. All links are in the description of the episode. Theme music by Steve Archer. Thank you for listening. See you next time.